Is it me, or do we have no idea what's happening with Star Wars currently? I don't know what's going on. What is happening? What the fuck, Star Wars? Okay, so Simon Kinberg, who directed one of the X-Men movies, Dark Phoenix, but he wrote and produced a lot of them, and this man has no basis for continuity, as known, has been tapped to write a new Star Wars trilogy for Lucasfilm. Whether this is episode 10 to 12 or just a completely new trilogy, new story, new characters based in the Star Wars universe, that is yet to be seen or confirmed. I mean, if it is episode 10, 11 and 12, that's free, by the way, Mr. Star Wars Theory, you sack of shit. It could be interesting, and I think the Rey movie is morphing into this. And it's being rumoured that Rey is going to be the new Obi-Wan Kenobi of the Star Wars universe in this current timeline, and I can see that working, and her trying to evolve the Jedi Order. Because, to be honest, even though The Rise of Skywalker, not a great film, it did end with a question of, like, where do the Jedi go from now? And what does Rey do with the Jedi Order? She can't do the same thing as Luke. You know, she can't just rebuild loads of huts and go, we're bringing back the Jedi Order, because that didn't work out very well last time. But I think there's a story there. And I think Simon Kinberg's trilogy, whether it's named episode 10, 11, 12, or it's just a new trilogy involving Rey, involves all that, is yet to be seen. I think it's a good idea. I do like that concept, but that is literally just part of the rumour mill. If it's completely new characters, completely new story, evolving the Star Wars mythology, great. But my problem currently is every time this company announces something like this, I have a hard time getting excited. And it's not just because they keep cancelling stuff. No, it is. It is because they just keep cancelling stuff. I get really disappointed. I went to Star Wars Celebration a couple of years ago, and they announced the Rey movie, the Dave Filoni movie, and the James Mangold movie. And what I can tell you is when that was announced, a lot of people were excited, but also very apprehensive. And I think that's really important to take in mind when it comes to Star Wars. The excitement for Star Wars has depleted from my body. Like when something is announced like this, I really, really want to get excited, but I can't disappoint myself again. I mean, check this out from Culture Crave. This is like a breakdown of the main projects that have either, have all been announced, but either cancelled, put on standstill, or are happening, basically. And that is a lot. That is a lot. I mean, so we've got Simon Kinberg's Star Wars trilogy. It might happen. We have the Mandalorian Grogu, which is wrapped and, in post-production and everything. And that's to wrap up that part of Star Wars, I believe. The New Jedi Order, which is the Rey film, but again, I think the Rey film is morphing into the Simon Kinberg Star Wars trilogy. And then you have the Lando TV show. Don't think it's happening. The Dawn of the Jedi movie, which I think is a definite because Kathleen Kennedy loves James Mangold. It doesn't matter how well or bad Indiana Jones did at the box office. James Mangold is a hell of a director, and Timothée Chalamet would definitely be the main star in that film. And then we have Dave Filoni Star Wars movie, which I think is definitely happening, or it's going to evolve into a TV show. Taika Waititi Star Wars movie, get the fuck out. Sean Levi's Star Wars movie, it's been written. There's no development. We don't know what it is. Rogue Squadron. Now, that was the biggest disappointment for me, Rogue Squadron, because they had the perfect opportunity to make a Rogue Squadron film and release it at the same time as Top Gun Maverick. And I think a lot of people would have gone in the droves to see a Rogue Squadron. If you played the video game, oh my God, I think it would have made hella dollar. And then Rian Johnson's Star Wars Trilogy, which was the first of many of the projects announced. And that was announced before Last Jedi came out. Oh my God. Can you imagine they just went straight into production and then Last Jedi got absolutely slated? By the way, I like Last Jedi. I'm one of the fans. So don't come after me, but yeah, just bad business moves. Just announcing stuff with shit hot directors and creatives. and then their other projects outside Disney and Star Wars universe don't do very well, and then they go, oh, we won't do it anymore. Why don't you get another creative in to develop the story? Just do that. It doesn't have to be Taika Waititi Star Wars. It could be Martin Scorsese Star Wars. Like, I don't understand the business with Lucasfilm and their creatives. I don't understand. But I think what it is, it's really simple. They have no idea what they're doing. And I get it. I have no idea where Star Wars can go. So, we've got Skeleton Crew coming up, and then we've got Andor Season 2, which I know is going to do really, really well. And that's it. That's the TV show's all done. Ahsoka Season 2 has been announced, and it's supposedly going to happen. But again, so many things are shifting in the Star Wars universe that plans are changing constantly. And I think what Lucasfilm and Disney want to do is go back to the movies. They've said this many, many times, and that looks like where we're heading. And I think the Simon Kinberg Star Wars trilogy is going to be episode 10, 11, 12, 3. Even if they don't say it. I think that's what's happening. He's obviously gone in there with a really, really good pitch, and they've gone, oh my God, this might solve all our problems. But again, I can't get too excited because they might cancel this as well. So anyway, guys, that's the video. Little bit more of a rant than anything. But what do you think of this news? Are you excited by this project? Are you excited for Star Wars? Or are you just a bit like me where you're just like, I have no idea what's going on? And do you know what? We should all just write a Star Wars film, go to Lucasfilm, say, make that. People like that. And yeah, because, we can do that easily. It's easy to write a Star Wars film or TV show. Come on. Anyway, let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this new trilogy happening and the other Star Wars projects. Love to talk about it. Make sure you like the video. It really helps me out. And subscribe to the channel for more Star Wars and superhero content. Anyway, that's me. Goodbye. Good luck, Lucasfilm.